Hello everyone, JJ back here again, and today I'm going to be trying to build a bee farm. I looked up a couple little things quick online, how to set this up, but not really following any tutorials. I want to get myself on some of those nice sticky honey blocks. I have some plans for them later, but to do that we're going to need a nice farm with lots of bees to go out and collect honey. So I found this little spot kind of just over a little ways away from my hill over there. We got some flowers already here, so I thought this would be a great place to get started building a nice honey farm. We got some flowers already here, so I think this looks like a nice edge going this way. So let's kind of make a nice square area. I'm going to want to generate a lot of honey blocks, so we're going to make our enclosure nice and big, plenty of space for further growth of this farm. When we build farms, we go big. So we're just going to set this up so we can have many beehives and just really crank out these honey blocks, because I got redstone to do that's going to need lots of these honey blocks. I want to build some honey block elevators. I'm going to make some flying machines, maybe some piston doors, things like that. So let's get this all filled up, and we'll be back as soon as I got a good spot ready to build the farm. Alright, now our structure is all complete. Let's jump over to a creative world and work on the nuts and bolts of our honey collection system. Alright everyone, welcome to the super flat creative world where we're going to build our collection system. Alright, so the system we're going to be building is fully tileable, which will work great in survival world because we can expand it as much as we need. We'll start off by building our collection system. We'll have a chest over here where all our honey bottles end up, and we'll run a line of hoppers directly into that chest, just like this. On top of each of these hoppers, we'll place a beehive, and behind this beehive, any sort of solid building block. Following the building block, we'll need a row of comparators. On top of these blocks, we're going to have to place a temporary block right here, and this is going to be so we have something to place our dispenser against. Dispensers have to go down facing the hives, so we'll just do a shift click and drop it right in like that. Each of these dispensers will be loaded with glass bottles that will be used to hold the honey when the dispensers are activated. Now I just run another set of blocks like this, and a set over here like that, and a slab on top. Now we need to get some redstone, run a line of redstone dust across here, and another set of blocks, and a line of redstone dust on top here. Jump up on top, some more redstone, and the system is completed. Now this can be extended as far as you'd like to extend it. We'll extend it as far as we can in our glass enclosure in the creative world, but Now we just need to fill up these dispensers and we'll be good to go. Alright, I've filled each of these dispensers up. In order for this farm to work, it has to have a empty glass bottle in each one of these slots. If there is an empty slot, what will happen is the dispenser will activate, harvest the honey into the bottle, but then go back into the dispenser. Once that happens, the dispenser may fail to fire and not harvest any additional honey. When the dispenser is full of glass bottles and it harvests a honey bottle, the honey bottle gets popped out and it goes and gets picked up by this hopper and goes into the chest. So next thing we need to do to get this farm started is get some bees and flowers in the area around it. So we'll bring in a bunch of bees, plant a bunch of flowers so the bees have something to harvest pollen and nectar from. And that's all we need to do to get this farm to work. Now the bees are visiting the flowers. Once they are full of nectar, their little bums will get covered in pollen, like these guys right here, and they'll go into the beehives and start working on making honey. Once the bees come back out, each hive will gain another fill level, and we'll see a comparator turn on and start outputting a redstone signal. Alright, we can see some bees just popped out and we started getting higher fill levels in the beehives, and the comparator started putting out redstone signals that correspond to the beehive's fill level. One or two more trips and these beehives will be full and dispensers will fire, and we'll get some honey bottles in our collection system. Alright, there we go. A couple of our dispensers activated and harvested some honey from the beehives. Those honey bottles then fell through the beehives into the hoppers below and made their way down into the chest. So if we take a look here in the chest, we can see we have some honey bottles and our farm is working great. Let's pop back over into our survival world and get this thing built. Alright, we're back over on our survival world. I built the collection system off camera, got all the redstone run, all the beehives placed, and the hoppers run underneath. I have our collection chest right here, just outside the wall, and we are ready to start collecting some honey bottles. Alright, we were AFK for about an hour, so let's see how many honey bottles we collected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So right about 7.5 stacks. Not too shabby. Let's go make these up into honey blocks and see how many we get. Alright, honey blocks. 29 honey blocks and 2 honey bottles. Alright everybody, I think that's going to be it for today. Our farm's working wonderful and the honey blocks are flowing. Hope you enjoyed the video. My name is JJ, and until next time, keep on crafting.